What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 177 of Ghost in the Night. I am Phil. And always, Travis is sitting right next to me. Say hi, Travis.
Hi.
Tonight we are doing sex demons, or I should say, sex demons in our dreams.
Yes.
Which is one reason why I have an issue with this, which we will get into. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while because I have some strong feelings about this particular topic, we might say. Because this is the kind of topic that could push me toward... I'm skeptical is the best way to put this. I am very skeptical when we start talking sex demons. And I'll get into this. I think it's more likely that things are... The paranormal or the spirit world is... It doesn't have to go this off the edge or this crazy when it comes to, demons and demonic entities. I think it's a little bit... I don't want to say far-fetched, but it's people grasping, reaching for things.
Yeah.
Just to justify some shit.
Oh, for sure.
And we'll get into...
that's what most of this shit is.
We'll get into that a little bit here before we get too crazy with some of the crazy fucking sex demons that are out there. Because we will cover a few of the... Because it's very cultural, and every country seems to have their own version of a sex demon. It's kind of like... a holiday. Everybody's got the same holidays just about, except the big ones anyway, but they're just little tweaks here and there.
Right.
Same thing with sex demons. What's up, Gregory? But before we get started with that reminds me, before we get started with the sex demons in our dreams, we have a new Patreon.
We do have a new Patreon.
We have a new Patreon, and he just said hello in the chat. Greg, thank you so much for your Patreon
Greganus.
No, I do not think it's Greganus.
I hope so.
You mean Greg Louganis follows us?
No, that's how.
That's what happened.
There's an author in the movie Gentleman Broncos, and his way of teaching people how to name their characters is to take a name and add like anus, anus onto it. And he's like, "So, what is your protagonist's name?" She's like, "It's like Bronco, Bronchanus, Bronca Bronchia." Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking kick that shit out of here.
Jesus Christ.
Like the video.
I can't do it.
Except you, naked HDXY.
Yes, but Greg is a new...
Oh, my God.
I think I didn't need this shit today.
Oh, you probably got to do it on the YouTube app.
I got to do it on my phone.
Fuck.
You fuck nugget.
Well, everybody, like the video. And remember, just like Greg, if you want to become a Patreon, you have to go to the actual Patreon link. Not just, can't search it because we say fuck. Apparently that means we won't show up on stuff and things.
Where's our moderator at? We need our moderator to take care
I know,
of
like
shit.
we can't fucking, you can't find us because we say fuck, and then now we got fucking bullshit spam accounts blowing us up. Online strips without clothing, thumbs up, hearty heart.
Well, in an hour in this show, you'll get that here.
God,
Jesus.
I mean, it's just been a while since we haven't
been that important. Let me go back. I gotta go back to my.
I wonder if the check mark is supposed to like convince people that it's an actual profile.
I don't know.
Like, we have red and green check mark. Promise are not Russian spy. Check out online stripper show. No clothings.
Oh, fuck me.
No Ukrainians allowed. What's going on with all that shit?
What?
The Ukraine. It's been
removed.
It seems to have been slightly quieter as of late.
This douchebag, real quick. Hood user in timeout. You're in timeout.
Forever. Like the video. Share it with all your friends and family. Maybe not all your family, but some of them. Couple. I'm sure somebody would want to watch it. Probably not. Yeah, fuck off, naked HD XYZ.
With your, of course,
fucking twat.
Unless you got some demon pictures, then maybe we might talk.
Yeah.
But before we're so rudely interrupted, Gregory is our latest Patreon subscriber. You're awesome. We love you.
He loves us more than everybody else.
No, we have a few.
Where's Shakespeare?
I don't know.
That
she'll be here.
Dick.
She's always here. What else was I going to say? Oh, but Gregory, I will get with you and we will give you the options of your tier. Matter of fact, as soon as this podcast is over, I will send you a message and give you the options of your tier. But sex demons. Let's go ahead and get into sex demons, I guess.
Yes.
Are you done spamming people or doing what you can do?
I can't spam too much anymore.
Oh, because damn iPhones.
Yeah.
Where was it? Let me get back to my fucking thing before that asshole did that to me. Bear with me 1 second. I'm all discombobulated. What do you mean my memory's almost fucking full?
The fucking song's stuck in my head.
All right, now, what the fuck is going off here? All right, now we're ready. Now, throughout history, people have reported having sexual relationships with entities or spirits or even demons.
This is true.
And, or just any supernatural being.
Yeah.
Now, skeptics will obviously say this whole sex demon thing is just a way to justify a rationalize bad shit happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, such as child birth deformities, even miscarriages, mental and physical handicaps.
Yeah.
Miscarriages.
Excellent.
And even pregnancy out of wedlock.
That was a joke, by the way.
What's joke?
Me. I said excellent.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think
that's not excellent.
I think they know. You can only believe half the shit comes out of our mouth. But this just shows that there is a, how can I say this? If we believe our history is what we've been told about our history is actually legitimate, which that's another topic for another epifucking-sode. But
epifucking-sode?
Epifucking-sode.
Epifucking-sode.
Epifucking-sode. It's a new word.
I like it.
I create this shit as I go. Came right off the top of my head. See, I won't do dad jokes tonight. You yelled at me last week on Wednesday for doing dad jokes.
We had some good dad jokes last week. What are you talking about?
Yes, but if you listen to the way we were taught about our past, you know, our ancestors were not completely, when it comes to the ways of science, we're not the smartest tools and the sharpest tools in the shed.
I finally figured it out.
Oh, shit.
The whole, like, the bring it up the recent apps thing has been giving me some fucking trouble lately.
But people in the ancient...
Figured it out. I'm a goddamn tech whiz.
People in the ancient past have been... They need to justify when bad shit happens.
Yep.
So that is pretty much... It is possible that they created these sex demons to justify. You know, it's much easier for these people back then to believe that it's more plausible. It's better off. How can I say this? It's better off for a person, your community, to think you got fucked in the ass by a sex demon rather than blow Johnny in the town out of wedlock.
This is an interesting point of view. I like where this is going.
But that's the way these people were. These overly religious, set in their ways, not too smart.
Well, I mean,
in ways of the times.
Their savior was born of an immaculate conception from God. So we're starting pretty early here.
The whole Jesus birth thing is the sex demon. Or not a sex demon.
It's a sex
spiritual thing.
A sex deity.
Right, is a better word I misspoke when I said demon. Depending if you're...
And the Lord came down from the heavens above, and he laid down upon Mary Magdalene his deity's nuts upon her forehead. And then from whence came the child that shall be the savior of all man. He was definitely white, too.
Yes. Now, it is much... Now, everybody knows the story of Jesus' birth. Basically,
yeah.
Mary got finger blasted by God.
Like, fucking, who was that? Was that Andre Chikatilo? Fuck, who was it? There was some guy that, like, he couldn't get it up. So, like, he had his kids because he would... And then he would just, like, mush it into his wife.
Nice.
And apparently it worked. I'm impressed. I didn't think it worked.
And
but go on. God.
But Mary had to tell Joseph,
yeah,
I'm pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
I did not fuck around on you there, Joey. No, it's God.
Even though
God implanted his seed into my belly.
I'm just saying, there's many a theory out there about old Jesus's mom's profession.
I'm not educated enough to speak on her profession. But Joseph was a carpenter, wasn't he? Just like, didn't Jesus follow in the
I don't know.
feet of his,
the shoes
of his stepfather?
Yeah, he was like the little kid from Shrek 3 or whatever. I love you, Diddy.
But I
do the roar.
This is something a woman might do. No, it's God's.
It's something anybody would do.
It's God's baby. I didn't cheat on you. So we can blame Mary for giving us Jesus, which we won't blame her for that. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
I was gonna say I wouldn't even go that far. Fuck.
Some people might think it's a bad thing, but I'm not saying that.
Valentino.
I've done forgot what the fuck I was saying. This is going off the rails real quick. But that is the first, not even the first account, but that is probably maybe that, because sex demons, and we'll get into this a little bit. I'll mention it later. It goes back to Mesopotamian, the Sumerians, whatever they're called. It goes back to them.
It goes back to mesquite barbecue and Sumatran rhinos.
But this is something in the Bible that is closely adjacent to sex demons. This whole Jesus' conception, the Immaculate Conception.
Yeah.
So if it's a deity, it's immaculate. If it's demonic, or you view it as demonic, it's rape.
Or if it's a Nas album, it's Illmaculate.
Illmaculate. Okay. I'm not a Nas fan. So.
Maybe Jesus and sex demons just have a New York state of mind.
That's very possible.
It's halftime.
Obviously, we pissed a few people off because we started talking about Mary's.
I know. I was really pissed. I was looking at Facebook. I was like, I wonder if I could fucking remember my password. Because, god damn it.
I know. But
there are certain people that don't know we're on here unless I fucking message them. Well, they do. They gotta be a double reminder.
They gotta be pushed a little
Some
bit.
people don't have notifications on their YouTube, so if you fucking DM them, they'll be like, God damn it, I can't hide. And I'll be like, no, you cannot. Fuck you and the horse you rode on, devil man.
Yes, that is very true. But where was I going? Okay, doing my research on this, and we know I have some strong views on the paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not by any stretch a denier. I do think there is something, and I'm not overly religious. I don't buy religion at all. This is why I will say what I say. I
mean, you buy into religion more than I do.
Yes, but I believe in a God. Now,
but it's
not a fucking big
yeah, I was going to say, that's not saying much. Like, most people, anybody that has a theologian belief system at all believes or follows or buys into religion more than I do.
I believe in an afterlife. I think there's more to this than meets the eye. I do not think this is it. If you look at this life, or what we consider life, it's very special. So many things have had to go right for us to be sitting here tonight talking to
it's an interesting thought.
The masses.
Like, what happened? How did the first human become a thing?
Crawled out of the ocean.
I mean, if you need two to tango. Or maybe Adam caught fucking gangrene from a nasty cut on his foot, died, and then boom, sex demon knocked up Eve.
Well, there's many people, and I didn't really cover this. I was going to talk about a little bit with the demon, or with the angel person.
Damn on.
But Lilith,
yes,
the mother of all demons.
Mm-hmm.
And
the first vampire.
This stems from her. Speaking of vampires, I started rewatching True Blood.
Yeah,
I forgot how demon heavy season 5. I mean, Lilith heavy. It is.
When did you start rewatching it?
This week sometime. That's all I've watched all week. Of course, I don't watch.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot of fucking True Blood, man.
12 episodes a day.
How many dozens of times have you heard Suki?
Oh, I've seen it. I've been saying it in my sleep.
Back when Gran was still alive. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Compton, please come in.
I think it's season 5. It's the season that I'm currently on. Okay. And I'm not really even watching all of them. It's on, but I'm doing shit like doing the research and shit.
It's all the same. It just depends on whose voice you throw in there. You got Bill Compton, Suki. Yeah. You got Eric Northman, Suki. And then you got, what's his name? Alcide.
Alcide.
He just screams all the time, Suki! I'm a werewolf! We're loud and angry, and we have beards.
But
Have you ever noticed that? That's the difference.
What?
Fucking, except for Taylor Lautner, werewolves always have facial hair.
Well, Taylor can't fucking grow facial hair. He's not hit puberty yet. Just because he took steroids and got jacked.
Those pecs say otherwise.
Just because he got jacked, took HGH and got jacked for a fucking movie.
You can eat a fucking full breakfast off that boy's abdominals.
Let's be honest. He's 4'2".
You can dip your fucking eggs Benedict in a little extra side of hollandaise sauce right there in that sweet little lump of a belly button he's got.
He's just a tall little person. That's all he is.
He's the world's tallest midget.
Yes. Yes.
That was a real thing. Did you know that? And like those old sideshows and shit, like the traveling carny shows. There would be the world's tallest midget. It'd just be a fucking like 6-foot dude.
Well, aren't we all?
I mean, like, how do you pull that off? Do you dress him up like a put curls in his hair and be like, we represent the Lollipop Guild? Did you know the last one of them actually died like 10 years ago?
Who? Wait.
The Lollipop Guild?
Yeah, what about him? Who died?
The last member of the original Lollipop Guild.
One of them was still alive?
Yeah, one of them was actually pretty young when they filmed, I believe.
That's cool, I guess. Oh, no.
Yeah, back in the day, back before before they noticed it and edited out the guy that killed himself in the background.
Oh,
I still don't know if that's actually true or not.
And yeah,
it does look like there's somebody hanging back there.
I've kind
looked
of researched a little bit into those movies that have that, like, was it 3 Men and a Baby or whatever with Tom Selleck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that thing with a kid with a shotgun.
Well, now let's go back and fucking do some deep diving on every Alec Baldwin movie. Hey man, he's good. As long as you're a rich white guy. We've learned that from Alec Baldwin and Dick Cheney. You're a rich white guy, you can shoot people and it's fine.
You can bypass that shit.
Yeah. Dick Cheney shot a motherfucker in the face.
It was bird shot. It's like getting shot with a BB gun.
Still though.
Let's be honest.
He was the vice president of the United States. He's basically that when he was just basically a walking colostomy bag. And he shot a motherfucker in the head and was like, how does that go? Does he shoot the fucking guy in the face and then he's just sitting there, everybody's like in that line because you walk in a line when you're hunting like that and everybody's like he just
whoops,
like re-racks his shotgun, throws his cigar, stares at the guy for a second and just goes, I missed.
Whoops.
And everybody's like, yes you did, sir. A great effort though.
Where was I fucking at? Okay, but Lilith is one. This is my problem with the religion. There's two basically stories to sex demons and demons out of religion. Either you have Lilith, or you have the fallen angels that rebelled with Satan.
Yeah, which are unnamed because there's apparently a fuckload of them.
So you have two stories.
Just out there laying seed like fucking farmers.
It's almost like the religious people who formed a religion give us two options. Pick which one you like.
I mean, that's kind of a fair, how do I want to put this, strategy by them, though, really.
We got something for everybody.
It's like, it all leads to the same point.
The original PSYOP.
Yeah, it all leads to the same point, but there's two options of how this one could go.
Yes.
Oh, I like that one better. Well, guess what? Turn the page.
But, like I was saying, hey, Strawberry Cow.
Hello.
What was that? Researching this is where I get frustrated with paranormal shows.
Mm-hmm. It's so frustrating.
And I do a lot of research via the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And also I'll listen to a podcast on the topic we were covering just to kind of see where other people were going, some of their takes, and, just to see if maybe I've missed some stuff or if I,
Whereas I like to go down and use my card to get into the local library and turn some pages.
You've never been to a library in your life.
Not since I got out of school.
Not since the school library.
Yeah, I was going to say,
they don't even have libraries in schools anymore.
I think they're VR.
They're media centers now or whatever they're called.
Yeah, because they have computers.
Yeah, it's just the internet.
I remember when that happened. I remember when they were bringing in those fucking iMacs with the handles on the top that were like orange or green and shit like that. And everybody's like, that's so cool. And now you're walking around and you can hold a fucking supercomputer in your hand. They're like, you stupid fucking idiots.
Yes.
I also remember when the first iPhone came out. Good times.
But so I listen to a lot of these, and I have a lot of these podcasts, and when I'm doing research, just to kind of see things that are going on and what other people's viewpoints and how they're approaching them. But I should not do that because I get pissed off. Because there are a lot of paranormal podcasts out there.
Yeah.
That are fucking complete idiots.
Yeah, all the viewers are watching one right now.
Yes, but at least we're a little bit more educated. This is like the Incubus. We're going to talk about.
Well, we like to think we're more educated. The motherfucker's back again. Jesus Christ. I'll do it. I got the account.
You got your account. Fucking block that motherfucker.
There's got to be a way. I fucking hate
I timed him out.
It's so annoying.
But like Incubus, and everybody's heard of Incubus and Succubuses.
Yeah.
You know, basically, an Incubus is a sex demon that takes the form of a male, and a Succubus is a sex demon that takes the form of a female.
Mm-hmm.
They're not individual. So everything like we're going to talk about later on when we kind of go over the mare and the alp and all that shit, those are all Incubuses and Succubuses to a certain extent.
Yeah, they all have fucking like...
Incubus and Succubus is just a broad term to basically give a term to something that attacks a man or a woman. And a lot of the podcasts I listen to, no, and even some of the article bloggers that I fucking read doing research, I'm like, no, you should not. If you're listing a bunch of sex demons, you should not list Incubus and Succubus. Now, you can mention that here are a list of Incubus and Succubuses, which varies from... Oh, this motherfucker.
I got it.
Damn. But, you know, an Incubus and Succubus is just a relative term. It's not an actual... I don't want to say it's a thing. There's not a fucking sex demon fucking party and the Incubus and Succubus walk in separately. No, it's a sex demon party with Incubus and Succubuses. And most sex demons flip.
Mm-hmm.
One's depending on who they're fucking. Who they're raping that night. If they're raping a straight man, it'll be a succubus.
Like we're not throwing that term around loosey goosey like that is.
That is what.
That's what a lot of this shit is. Like a lot of these fucking stories are people like trying to not to. What's the word to use here? Not legitimize, because you can't fucking legitimize rape. But like it's like giving a I don't even know. Like it's like giving a reasoning or a backing for that activity, which you fucking can't. First off, I've got my own camera now. You can't. But like that's kind of what it is in some of these cases, depending on which one we're talking about.
But a perfect example of podcast that I listened to a podcast. I won't name the podcast. Mm-hmm. And this actually wasn't even for this particular episode. It was for one we did in the past. But it was a paranormal topic we've done in the past. The motherfuckers did not know the difference between Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures. They admitted to not watching them, and they have a paranormal fucking podcast. You have to watch them to understand. You have to take in all accounts. I mean, I don't watch.
I mean, you don't have to. If you're gonna bring them up or you're gonna reference them in some way, yeah, you need to.
And I'm not even saying
you can definitely be in this world and not have anything to do with that shit. You know what I mean?
It's not even a whoopsie word. Like I've even done on podcasts. We've been talking about Ghost Hunters, and I've said Ghost Adventures, but I've corrected myself because it's very similar. But these people do not. They just basically get on the internet, look at fucking Wikipedia. Because they think paranormal's cool, but they don't.
Which is fine.
Yeah. But at least do your fucking research and have a strong take.
I think the big difference between that is like, there's a difference between somebody who thinks it's cool and interesting and somebody who pursues it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between talking about stuff and being like, oh, that's cool, like, and like going out and going to places and doing investigations and shit like that. There's a line, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, if you're going to take the time to do a podcast.
Well, and at the same time, devil's advocate on this one, it can make for interesting material.
Yeah,
if you have people that don't know shit about stuff, and then I'm just saying, like, from the standpoint of like somebody listening, like that gets to hear somebody be like, "What the fuck? They caught that on camera? No way, Jerica."
But,
I just pull names out of the sky.
Oh, you're fucking killing me. But, it's just...
Well,
I'm not even saying you have to be 100%. Make a fucking effort to really look into the topic and study the fucking topic. There's a reason why I let you handle the fucking true crime fucking portion of this podcast. Because I'm an idiot when it comes
to the only true crime you've really dove into
was Westminster.
Yeah, and they had a cult sprinkle
now
there.
Like when we covered
it was a shit cupcake with a strawberry occult sprinkle.
I did look into
oh my god, sidebar.
We've done nothing but sidebars.
I have the best significant other ever. We went to breakfast after we went to that place, and I got more random stuff for us.
Yes,
went to breakfast. First off, anybody that lives anywhere near a Broken Egg Cafe, holy fuck, it's amazing. I got Al Pastor Eggs Benedict. It was so good. And some cheese grits. Ooh. It was our first time. They found out, so they sent us some nice house-made beignets and a orange zest infused honey dipping sauce. It was amazing. But she got a fresh fruit side, and she sat there. And the first one, she just kind of chewed around the edge, and then after that, she cut it off. And she cut off the outside of the slices of strawberry, which allowed me to have a strawberry for the first time in 7 years since I went to the hospital for diverticulitis. Oh my god, dude. Oh. That's the one thing I really miss is fucking... I love strawberries. I haven't had one. I'm 32 years old. I haven't had one since I was 25.
I'm not a big fruit guy anyway, so...
I fucking love strawberries.
I don't like strawberries.
She was like, you can't eat any berries? I was like, bananas?
Banana's not a berry, though.
Yes, it is.
It's a berry?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
I like berry.
Oh, man. I don't even know where to go with that one.
Hey, I'm teeing them up for you.
I do, however, wish that in real life, banana peels were just accidents waiting to happen like they are in video games and movies.
Are they? See, I hate bananas. I can't.
I've stepped on a banana peel, and like, yeah, you could slip, but it's not like... Woo, 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 woo.
I cannot even touch a banana without even
really
peel
the
or
texture.
The texture. There's something about a banana.
The mush.
For one, it's hairy if you eat it. There's little fucking hairs on it.
Well, so
it's like stuck in a dick. Let's be honest.
That's why I love it.
Of course, but even just like go to these
one bite, banana down. Especially like those little mini ones. Oh, they're so cute. I call them my little ching chong bananas.
You go.
I'm allowed to say that.
Fuck you go to the grocery store. I can just pick up a banana.
Really? Like you can't even like grab the bundle of them?
No, it's a fucking. I get physically ill. I just hate fucking bananas.
What about kiwis?
I like apples, and I don't even like apples that much.
You're eating the wrong apples.
Grapes, I can live in.
I can eat grapes.
I can live with them or without them.
Grapes are okay. I love an orange every once in a while.
I can do an orange.
Citrus is a whole different thing. Citrus is its own world of delectable.
Yes, but I just don't. They're demonic.
What, fruits?
Yes, fruits are demonic.
God, your bowels must be a fucking war zone.
I don't eat a lot of fruit.
You clearly.
No. I
think that's been established at this point.
I don't like fruit.
Fruits are demonic. I don't eat a lot of fruit. No, you don't say.
Don't eat a lot of greens either.
I mean,
outside of the lettuce on my burritos bowl.
See, I don't do it on that stuff. I don't like. I'm cool with like. I love salads and shit. I can't do warm lettuce. Once it gets all like soggy and wilty, I'm like, you can eat a fat sack.
Tyler's here. No, I don't like pears.
Pears are. Speak of the devil that snuck in the room and touched my butthole. Sex demons. Fucking that shit happened at the same place. There was pears in that fruit bowl. Not the best pears. And I'm a pear man. I love fruit. Pears, plums, fucking all the berries, fucking wine. Sure.
Yes, wine is actually fruit. And I don't like wine that much.
It's just a smoothie.
But here's how fucked up I am.
I love fruit.
I do not like strawberries, blueberries, titberries, any kind of berry.
Dingleberries.
I do not like them, but I can eat a blueberry muffin.
So you like blueberries.
But I can't just take a blueberry and eat it. It's nasty to me.
So you need the added sweetness.
Probably.
So like if it was like a blueberry reduction, you'd probably be fine.
Yes. wine is technically expired grape juice.
Yeah.
And I love grape juice.
Juice is a whole different thing. Juice doesn't count when you're talking about fruits.
That's true. I do like grape. I can eat grapes. Grapes and apples are about. Is it?
You're like a 12-year-old.
I am.
Like, you eat like a child.
I'm a bitch.
What's your diet consist of? Every once in a while, I get something Hispanic, mostly
peanut butter and jelly. Maybe
Little Caesars.
I had that yesterday.
Some Hungry Man dinners here and there. Hey, those Hungry Man dinners fucking slap though.
I don't get fruit in them.
They come with fruit.
Every now and you get the apple,
the baked apple stuff.
Yeah,
you don't even like that.
I don't.
Okay, but do you like a real version of that, not like the frozen version, like apple pie? Because that's basically what it is.
I'm not. I'm sucking it down like a girl sucking a dick. Half-assing it. Depends on the girl, I guess.
I was gonna say
watermelon.
I put down my apple pie like a girl doing fellatio.
I can eat watermelon. It's not my favorite. I'm not going to go to a picnic and say, "Where's the fucking watermelon?" No, but I'll eat it. I can eat it. It doesn't.
Oh, I love watermelon.
It doesn't repel like silver to a werewolf.
The only thing that pisses me off about watermelon, yet another thing that pisses me off about fruit. The fact that there's not enough seeds in it for you to do it like the cartoons where they eat a big piece of watermelon and they just machine gun it at motherfuckers.
I promise we are going to get back to Incubus and Succubus. I haven't finished my thoughts on that yet. I'm marked it in my notes. I'm there.
Fucking eat more fruit, kids.
Yes, don't be like me.
I fucking love fruit. I'm a fat guy. I love fruits and vegetables.
I don't like fruit. I just don't like fruit. I don't like vegetables either.
I just also like fucking like.
I'm gonna die young.
Skyline and it's been Skyline lately.
I had Skyline today.
I had Skyline last night.
I went 4:30.
Oh man, those Cholitos with spaghetti and extreme cheese. That's the way to go.
Yes, but
oh my God, I sincerely apologize. Jesus. I did not know that was coming.
I give it a 7.8. Nice one.
For an accidental one, that was pretty good.
Yes.
You should have heard the fart I let go on accident the other night.
Don't let one go now.
Dude, better half was over and everything. Like, I bent to put something down and like, I thought I was just going to be able to sneak off a little. And it was one of those ones where she just looked up at me from the bed and she was like, go to the bathroom. I was like, it wasn't poop. She's like, how do you know? I was like, oh, you know.
Right.
We all know it wasn't. You get squishy and slidey, then you got a problem.
All right, let's get back to sex demons. Let me take a drink and we'll get back to sex demons. But
hold on.
What?
I know it gets confusing in the RSS feed when people are listening to the podcast, but we just had the question, what is Skyline?
Yes.
So this is a big argument for me because Skyline is a restaurant that serves things like cheese conies and three-ways and chilitos with something called what they call Cincinnati chili,
which is not chili.
Which is Greek chili, which I don't give a fuck. It's not chili. I love it, but it's not chili.
It's a meat sauce. Yes, it's a meat sauce.
Yeah.
And a damn fine meat sauce.
Well, it's just like you can buy it's basically the same thing. It's not Skyline brand or anything like that, but you can buy the same thing like of a different company, and it's called like coney sauce or something like that.
Yeah, I remember.
It's good. I like Cincinnati chili, but it's just not chili.
And it's not Cincinnati chili. It's been. I was born in West Virginia. My mom would make a hot dog with chili. Chili type stuff.
Exactly. Like because we moved up here from Texas, my mom, like a three-way for people who don't know is spaghetti, Cincinnati chili traditionally, and then a fuckload of cheese on top. Right. And if you have Gold Star is the same thing. Different recipe, but
the cheap
blue ash chili. Fucking, it's like there's so many of them.
It's the cheap
Worthmore
version.
Makes it too, but I will say Gold Star has better. Their Doritos are better. They have like this ranch stuff in them, which I'm not the biggest ranch guy, but it fits in well in there. And then they put fucking Doritos in there.
The only thing about Skyline or Gold Star, it will keep sex demons away at night.
It'll keep everything away at night.
You're farting up a shit ton,
dude.
It'll run right through you.
Literally, you're farting up a shit ton.
What's the the one demon that just likes to do it in the butt?
The Popo Bow Wow?
Yeah, which you'll cover here in a little bit.
But yeah, that's like you were saying about your mom. Like when we moved up here and like got used to you know, you get used to stuff up in different places. Like my mom, we would make 3-ways at home.
Yeah. It's just chili on it.
And then the cops found out and they're like, that's illegal. And we were like, you can't tell us what to do. My sister cousin's my property. But no, I'm just kidding. But my mom would do it with like the chili that she made. And it's also really good. Like a 3-way with actual chili is also really good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind a 3-way. And I'm the type.
I hope that somebody, whoever created these menus, thought of this fucking moment when people are talking about, like, man, I don't know, 3-ways are really good. I prefer a 4-way.
5-way,
and man, I'm busting a nut if you give me a 5-way.
I can't do a 5-way. Too much shit going on.
I need extra chili on my coney right before my fucking sloppy 4-way.
Where am I? Okay, let's get back to sex demons.
Jesus
Speaking
Christ.
of 5-ways and 4-ways and 3-ways, sex demons. Okay, incubus and succubuses. Now, according to legend, these demons come. Most sex demons, just not incubus. Like I said, let me refresh everybody. Incubus and succubus is a general term for sex demons.
Incubus is a modern, semi-modern 90s rock band.
Not
so
bad.
Pardon me while... Speaking of, another sidebar real quick. No, this is a legit thing. I just want to let everybody know that I love our viewers. Yes. And I value their time.
Except for that asshole Naked HD X.
I blocked them. We're good. But I value our listeners and our viewers, and I just wanted to let everybody know how much I value them, because I turned down... there was a potential that I would have almost like texted you and was like, how strongly do you feel about canceling tonight?
What'd you turn down?
Because I got a fucking phone call while I was at work, but from, I mean, we can say it on here, it's not his real name, from Bass.
Okay.
And, you know, Bass and I, like, we've been to shows together and stuff like that. Fucking calls me, can't go to this show tonight. He's got tickets to fucking Pennywise and Rise Against and somebody else downtown. He was like, I'll just give them to you if you want. I can't go. And I was like, fuck. And then I was like, no, the people must hear our fucking stories.
Our bullshit. The people must hear our bullshit.
Well, and plus, like, it would have been fucking iffy anyway. Doors were at 7:30, so that means the show's kicking off at like 8. Like, to get home, take a shower, find somebody else to go with, because I don't want to go downtown to a show by myself. You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
That's no fun.
Right.
But here we are.
Okay.
And plus,
that's how much Travis is devoted to you guys.
I almost took it.
We could have canceled.
Because like Rise Against would have been all right, but Pennywise would have been pretty fucking cool.
Because the Skyline that I ate at 4:30 is going to start kicking in. We might be cutting this episode short.
And then I just made the kid that I was working with, listen to Pennywise and Rise Against for like the last hour I was at work. I was like, I got the concert anyway. You're fired.
Like I was saying, Incubus and Succubuses. Like, let me recap for everybody or anybody just tuning in. Incubus is a sex demon that goes after women. So generally,
Incubus is a male spirit.
I'm gonna get to that. And a succubus is a female spirit that has sex with a man.
Are you saying that there's
it doesn't work in modern
homosexual times? I don't know how to. I'm not trying to be offensive. I don't know how to say this because we're dealing with spirits. Homoeroticism within incubi and succubi.
Maybe. But here's my...
I mean, there's gotta be. Like, we live in a world where
times have changed since the time.
I'm not even saying that. Like, we live in a world where, like, or we're not living in a world. We're dealing in a world where nobody fucking knows. So you can pretty much say whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
You could be like, the spirit of Etta James fucking fingered my butthole last night. And then fucking Duke Ellington came in and gave me the old reach around and fucking... I don't know, fucking Sonny Bono gave me a rusty trombone. You know what a rusty trombone is?
I think I forget. You explain it.
It's where somebody eats your butt and then reaches under and, you know, yerks the gurk. So,
now you know.
We need that star. We need the star.
How many people are going to try that tonight?
Dude, we need the fucking star thing for the videos and the live streams.
Gregory, see if you can get your wife to try that tonight. Assuming you are married.
Or that's one of those ones I'm going to say, go ahead and say, don't DM us and let us know.
We don't want to know. We don't want to know, but we're just helping you out.
That might be a little too personal.
There went that Patreon subscription. He's going to revoke that motherfucker right now. God.
Huh.
Joy, that's not too much information.
I'm not saying
We're
I've
here to
done
educate.
it.
This is what a sex demon will do to you.
Like, these are just the things that people don't know that's out there on fantastic informational journalistic sites as Urban Dictionary.
This is the go-to move for an incubus.
It's just like the fucking like who doesn't know what a waffle stomp is? And if you don't, you should. It's where you poop in the shower and you stomp it down the drain.
I call it the Diaz. and you know why? Don't I? Shout out Joey Diaz. Uncle Joey.
Shit. You cocksucker.
All right. But
it's Monday, motherfuckers.
According to legend, these demons do come to visit their victims or prey or whatever at night, maybe through their dreams. It's been passed down through the centuries. Not all sex demons are the same. This is what we're going to talk about a little bit.
They've changed in the last 10 years, because a decade ago, I never thought I would see me, a 23, on the verge of spontaneous combustion. Woe is me.
Yes.
Did you think I wasn't going to throw in Incubus lyrics?
Oh, I love it. I like Incubus.
I love Incubus.
Matter of fact, I have
one of the songbirds of my generations.
That was what?
Generation.
That was right about the time, well, they started. I remember when I was in high school, 91, 92, 93.
Yeah, they've been around for a while.
Been around for a while. But
they were on the Little Nicky soundtrack.
Yes. Incubus, like we were talking, Incubus is the female version or a sex demon that has sex with a male.
No, Succubus is the
you're right. I'm sorry.
Version.
Is a male version that has.
They really hit that one. They hit that one right on the head. Right. Good wordplay on that one, demonologists. Yes. What are we gonna call the female one? A sucking fucking asshole. Suck, and then just a fucking school bus goes Succubus.
Yes, they did now.
What are we gonna name the male one? Name it after that fucking super sick that band that just come out. The one that put out that real good album. I really like that album. That's a good album, boy. I tell you what, I be laying the pipe on my cousin of that album. I fucked. Oh boy, goddamn! Start the John Deere. Bring that ass here, girl.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why I signed up for this shit. But that is the general topic of all that kind of Incubus and Succubus. Is an umbrella that all sex demons are under. Mm-hmm. And we will get into more specific.
Because once we break it down past that, it's all just kind of cultural.
Right. Every culture has a different sex demon. They have their own twists, but they're all very similar. Now, there are some side effects to a person if they've...
Is this the end of the commercial for sex demons?
Yes.
Side effects may include gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia, the clap, which has already been listed, but it's a whole different level of it because we're talking about demons. HIV, AIDS, crabs, genital warts, human papillomavirus, all the hepatitis you've never even heard of.
Yes. But some...
and gout.
But some of these... side effects that
this fucking chair, it sounds like it's being tortured every time my fat fucking body sits in it.
Yes, but this is how the ancient people decided they were going to, or diagnosed a person that had contact with an incubus or succubus. Would be, I got 3 of them here: impaired mental state.
Like the video.
Impaired mental state's 1.
Yeah.
Health going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
And possible death.
Nailed it. See you next week.
So pretty much anything that'll kill you. Everybody on the planet has had sex with an incubus or a succubus.
So basically what they're saying is what doesn't kill you makes you longer and stronger.
Because everybody gets sick, and we all have some mental issues. Especially you, me, and the people watching this shit. If you're watching
this would be the perfect time for us to get a fucking...
You have some mental issues. No offense.
This subject matter and the new setup we have for the background, this would be the perfect time to get an email offering us a paid sponsorship from Blue Chew, who is not a paid sponsor of this show. But shout out to Blue Chew. Rock hard penises are good for stuff. Good for the future of the overpopulated planet.
Yes, which is not overpopulated. That's just beside the point.
They're just overpopulated
in
areas.
In big cities that people like to live on top of each other.
Yeah, go figure. Like, you're not supposed to have 100 apartments stacked on top of each other on top of a fucking Katz's Deli.
You're right.
I do want to try Katz's Deli one day, though.
Go for it. But these mental...
I fucking love trying to get you fucking off course.
But these, I mean, mental issues, yeah, okay. You know...
That's a given.
That's a given. Health going downhill.
That's a given with anything in the paranormal in general. Like, even ghosts and shit like that.
Or life in general can cause mental fucking issues.
Oh, we're talking about causing it?
Well, that's kind of an effect.
So you're saying that the incubus and the succubus...
Yes, and as a side effect, mental issues...
So the incubus fucked the crazy into people, and the succubus sucked the sanity out of them.
I've been accused of being an incubus. I fucked the crazy into some people.
Rarid.
No, but I mean, come on now. If you want to give me a list of side effects for a fucking incubus or succubus that I might actually believe, a new kind of herpes, or something. I need specifics.
I'll think of some puns by the end of this episode.
Swell up and fit a fucking watermelon. I don't know, something specific.
How do you know that you got banged out by an incubus? You ever seen a baboon?
Bingo.
Something like that.
Harumph.
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy. Give the mayor a harumph. He said, "What's wrong with this thing? It's warped." Yeah, that's an interesting, because there's just, it's just too easy.
The sheriff is near.
What? What did he say? He said the sheriff is near.
Yeah, that's what he said. Oh, we could go. We're getting in trouble.
We extend this laurel to our new sheriff.
All right. Anyway, but I just want some specifics. Specifics. I'm sorry if I could speak.
Specifics?
Specifics.
Let me ask you about some specifics about this subject.
I keep wanting, because like I said, I've been watching True Blood. I keep wanting to use the word "is" entirely too much. Lafayette, he's always missing.
Oh my god, dude, that guy was so good. I don't know that. I can't remember that actor's name. He was so good.
Oh, he's the best part of that show.
Yeah, literally. Sookie is the fucking trash can of the show. I'm sorry,
but
I'm not saying anything about her acting skills. That they just made her look like a fucking moron at every turn.
Right, but he died.
Yeah,
that's not. Oh, I knew that.
He died like shortly after the show concluded.
Like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
I think 06 or 2016, 2017, somewhere.
I don't even.
Because
that sounds about right.
I think it ended 16. I think 15 or 16
ish. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it. I lost it, man. Well, they got too far into the fairies and
the fae
shit like that, and
yeah, the first 2 seasons were the best by far, and even the second season with
the one where Jason joined that fucking Church of the Sun or whatever the fuck was pretty funny. That shit, yes. But my god, I forgot about that.
But they really,
holy fuck,
they did push the line with that.
Yeah, they did.
I mean,
and then you got vampires running around trying to suck Sookie's blood out because it's like vampire meth.
It's fucking hilarious. It's so fucking.
They're just like, oh, it's fucking Sookie DMT.
I feel so fucking nasty watching it. Actually, I feel like I need a shower after I watch it.
Oh,
no, just because it's so fucking cheesy, but it's like an Adam Sandler movie. It's so fucking stupid. It's kind of funny. It's so.
Now, was that whole show entirely based around the book series?
I believe so.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never read the books. I don't know. I'm sure they took liberties. Somebody else would.
What the fuck is this?
She's a squirter.
Oh.
Anyway, getting back.
I feel like a little kid on a fucking baseball field.
All right. Anyway. But all these can be rationally explained. Mental health issues, life sucks.
I want to hockey it so bad.
Death comes to all of us. The day we were born, we start our fucking health starts going downhill. And as you get older, like I said a couple weeks ago, my check engine lights are coming on. They're starting to blink. I got shit going off.
You need some blinker fluid?
No, I need a fucking complete rebuild. I need my motor replaced. But that's called life. It's not called incubus or succubus.
That's life.
Yes. But so none of these are truly, they don't prove anything. Let's be honest. It's just the way it is. The first mentions of these particular sex demons occurred in Mesopotamia right around 2400 BC.
Which is before condoms.
Yeah, yes. And they appeared in the Sumerian Kings list, which I had no idea what the fuck that was. And according to Wikipedia...
I don't know. It kind of sounds like a racist gang.
Probably. It was the first version of the KKK, probably.
Who you... Welcome to prison. Do you have any previous affiliations? I am part of the Sumerian Kings list. Seek Kyle.
But according to Wikipedia, which, that is a very valid source, you get nothing but truth in Wikipedia. And I wasn't going
to look for that check mark at the top of the page.
Yes. Because
that means fucking anything. I mean, Jesus Christ. Just look at How Did This Get Made, the podcast. You know the one where Paul Scheer and Jason Mantzoukas like just shit talk shitty movies. No. They had people going into Stellan Skarsgård's Wikipedia page and shit, and changed his name to Stellar Skateboard for so long that like people started getting cease and desist emails and shit about it.
Nice. But according to Wikipedia, the Sumerian Kings list is an ancient literary composition written in Sumerian that was created to legitimize the claim of power of various city-states and kingdoms in southern Mesopotamia.
So it was a load of bullshit to try to give somebody power.
It was a land grab.
Got it.
And basically, I'm going to read between the lines here and say, they wrote into it, if you do not give us your land, we are going to get sex demons to visit you at night and anally rape you.
Yeah. Which that'll just continue to come up throughout this episode.
Now, popular culture tells us sex demons tend to be beautiful women or men, really hot. But all the pictures, have you ever noticed? I'm sure you looked up.
Mm-hmm.
They're all fucking mutants. Bad wings, hooves, horns.
Well, I mean, it's just like when they say that there's a demon in like a dwelling or something like that. They can come to you as something that you find desirable to make you more comfortable with their presence.
That is what I want to talk about right now. Good segue, Travis.
Thanks.
And you didn't even know you were doing it.
I had peanut butter jelly for lunch.
When it comes to incubuses and succubuses, I think, and I don't think, there is a popular belief that demons have no gender.
They're gender fluid?
Right.
Or there's just not the existence or the need for gendering or sex.
They would fit well into today. They can be whatever they need to be to get the job.
I mean, that would make sense. So like they're otherworldly beings. Like what constraints? Why would they have to follow the constraints of man and our ideals?
They appear or they take the gender and form of whatever sexually gets you off.
They're like Mystique from X-Men.
Yes, exactly.
They're shapeshifters. They're fucking skinwalkers. Call Dragon! Call Dragon and a priest. We got fucking work to do.
Yes.
Tell him to get his goddamn double barrel that he walks around with for no fucking reason. The other guy's got an AR. I got my shotgun. So you're useless.
Now, they appear in human form. But this is where all this shit gets a little funky, I think.
Oh, that now it's getting funky?
Yeah, now it's getting real fucking funky.
We got more than a sentence into sex demons and religion, and now it's funky.
Now it's funky. Which this is the shit that makes me question if any of this shit is real. This is just somebody's explanation to fucking cover up bullshit.
I'm shocked that you need a reason to think any of this shit is real.
Like I was saying earlier, I believe in an afterlife. I believe in a higher power, whether you want to say it's God
or creator. Who?
And I know...
I'm shocked that there's people that legitimately believe that there's like specific demons running around that their whole job is to go fuck people.
No, I don't buy that per se.
But there are people that do that. It happened on Ghost Adventures when they went to, what was it, the ancient Ram Inn or whatever the fuck in the UK. And they were there with the witch. And he was like, I can feel something moving up my thigh. I don't know if I like this. I'm like, shut up. Yes, you do. I don't know. I'm not going to say there's not individual demons causing chaos.
Mm-hmm. But if I know anything, and I'm pretty sure about this, the universe is, and I've said this on the podcast, is about balance.
Yeah.
You can't have good without evil.
Yeah.
But where I have issues with religious people, I believe in a higher power, something created everything. There is a computer programmer in the sky that wrote out everything, wrote the code for us. But I'm putting in dork speak for you guys. And you're Asian, so you can follow along.
Oh, the God make it. He programmed the computer. He make all the people. We are a fucker upper, and we have a sex demon. Fuck us, a bad people.
But this is also where I have my issue with religion, because something created everything. What are you looking at?
Bigfoot's eyeballing me.
Watch it. And I'll just use the word God because that's the most popular term for the creator.
Yahweh.
We'll say God. If God created everything, he is the computer programmer. He wrote the code.
I don't think Morgan Freeman knows how to write code.
Probably not. He did not learn to code.
He's just sitting up there. This shit's really boring. I'm just sitting here tapping away. Morgan Freeman's tired of ones and zeros, but these assholes need new technology to keep them in the loop and make them feel like they're real. Andy Dufresne crawled through a mile of shit a half mile long and came out clean on the other side.
Well, luckily it was a storm. It washed him off. It just pop it up.
Bruce, I can't control.
No, but
I can sit here and do fucking my shitty.
Getting back to demons, and that's why I don't buy the whole Revelations and the final battle between
good and evil,
or Satan and God. No, because if God created everything, he created Satan.
And right. That's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't say, it's not like God and Satan were walking across the universe together, like playing tiddlywinks, and one of them was like, no, I really like the fucking blue raspberry icy, and Satan was like, I like the cherry one. And he was like, you know what, man? Fuck you. And they just went their opposite ways. And they're like, you know what? We're in battle for the rest of eternity, bro. Blue icy gang for life. That's how the Bloods and Crips came to be a thing. They were like, we need a physical representation of this icy bang bang.
Oh, shit.
Throw up your set, homie.
But if God created everything, you don't want to mess with the fucking creator. He can't be beat. So even if Satan is real, the biblical version of Satan is real, there was a fallen angel that, rebelled against God, and other angels came. It's like an NFL team going against a peewee fucking football team.
So God's the Floyd Mayweather of the universe.
Right. Going into a bar and just kicking the shit out of everybody. It ain't gonna fucking happen. Sorry. Fuck you. If you think that, there's not going to be a fucking battle.
They said
Morgan Freeman can do this.
Who was the guy with the fucking that read the commandments?
Moses.
Moses went onto the mountain, and the Lord said unto him, my name is bad Leroy Brown, baddest God in the whole fucking universe.
But
if you go against me, I'll make a demon that'll fuck you in your sleep.
Because I remember I told you about that female that I was talking to just on the phone. And she quit talking to me because I basically expressed.
Yeah, because we were like, I don't want to fucking give God a blumpkin. Sorry.
I was like, I just expressed, because I think my exact words, you are aware that it is very possible that God and Satan are
one and the same.
Just different heads of the same fucking coin, right?
Yeah.
And apparently that pissed her off.
Dealing with a hydra of
the hooker hung up on me.
I remember that. You talked to her after that, didn't you?
No, she bitch hung up on me.
Oh, I thought you guys had reconnected. Briefly.
And I will use the word bitch because that's what she was. And if she's listening, you're a bitch.
Misinformed.
No, hang up on me. I was still literally getting out my point. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think anybody's on the other line here.
Here's another one. I'm not really related to this, but speaking of religious people, I was interested to find out that they at least probably not in all of them, but at least touched on Darwin's finches in a Catholic school. Like, didn't go into the details about it, but like the words Darwin and the name Darwin in general being brought up in a Catholic school.
That'd be like
You would think that like that nun or that priest would just burst into flame. Oh, I don't know. I doubt that they would. Nuns and priests were the only teachers, but you would think that person would just burst into fucking flames right there.
You would think.
And then the other, like the nuns, the SRT, the special response team, like guys that pull prisoners out of cell in prison versions of nuns would come in with like 2.5 foot long like fucking titanium rulers and just beat the flames out. And be like, you said Darwin, didn't you fucking sack of shit?
Yeah, but that is... I don't even know where to go with that.
I found that really interesting. You would think that Darwin would just be a complete fucking no-go zone in a religious school.
Right. I'm with you.
But I will say that the Catholic Church is getting more accepting of science.
Some people think they're all demons. The Catholic Church is a bunch of demons.
I think the Catholic Church is the biggest fucking Ponzi scheme on the face of the planet.
Or if you watch True Blood, they're a bunch of vampires.
Oh, the Brotherhood of the Sun or whatever the fuck?
No, that was modern day, but that was what's his name. But no, the witch season. She killed the fucking vampires hid in the Catholic Church as priests.
But they didn't burn?
She burned them, drew them out into the fucking sun.
Well, yeah, but theoretically you'd think they would burn when they walk into a church.
You would think.
Jesus, even I get a little itchy when I walk into one. What happens if you're a vampire?
Yes, I agree. But where the fuck was I at?
Walk up to the holy water and do like Vikings used to do. Have you ever seen that?
No.
They had a tradition before they went out raiding and shit like that. They would like wash their faces with this bowl. Like somebody would walk around with a bowl of water and I fucking literally blocked that motherfucker.
I think it's time.
No, I blocked them. I hid them from the page. Like I blocked them from our YouTube channel. What the fuck? Anyway, but they would go around and like they would wash their face with this bowl of water, but they would all fucking like snot rocket their snot into the bowl. And then just continue to wash them, like go down the line with it. Obviously, starting with the guy on top. The guy on top didn't get the snot water.
So the
snotter, if you will.
The last.
All right, god damn it.
The last guy is the one who got all the pink eye.
Do you get pink eye from fucking boogers?
I'm sure you can get pink eye.
I know that apparently, according to science, children that eat their boogers have a better immune system in their older years.
That's why you're never sick?
I had this conversation the other night. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't think there's a single human being on the face of the planet that can say they never ate a booger when they were a kid. Even if you don't remember, like even as a baby, I'm sure that you fucking eat a booger without thinking about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're blocking.
Dude, it's fucking ridiculous.
Where was I?
And it's even worse now.
But anyways, I think that sex demons have no gender. Demons don't have any gender. And they can
the one that got blocked is here. Girls want everyone, even you. That's a fucking terrible way to try to get people to click on your shit, man. I don't know what Russian or fucking Pakistani fucking like call center this is coming from, but let me tell you, you shouldn't like kind of go after somebody, be like, these girls want people, even you fucking ugly dumb sack of shit,
you ugly fuck. But I think there are not male and female demons, if I had to guess. They are genderless, and they appear and can take the shape of whatever floats your boat, or if there are such a thing as sex demons, they take the shape of whatever you're sexually attracted to. That's the way it works. Now, if you are homosexual and you like people of the same sex, they will take that form.
It's literally the same account. Sorry, I'm just flabbergasted.
I know. So, and I think that fits. These terms came up. They came up with these terms back before shit got real. Like in today's society, Incubus and Succubus doesn't work.
Yeah,
the way they explain it. So we have to.
Did you fart?
No, it's probably Layla.
I think it was, because it wasn't me for once.
Yeah.
You fucking little shit.
Chalupa got a little gassy. But now, like I said, I have a lot of issues with sex demons. Not personal issues. I just don't like them. don't buy the bullshit. Now, most of these that we'll cover here in a little bit, which we got to get to because we were running along, because
first time for everything.
They appear in your dreams. I have an issue with this.
I want to know, is there any more room in your dreams?
Now,
shout out to Genuine. Baby making music since about 1997. I don't fucking know when he came out.
They're fucking dreams. I've probably been raped 1,000,000 times in my fucking dreams. But I haven't been fucking hit. I don't say I've been attacked by a sex demon.
Right.
So if you want to say that a demon possessed and go with possession and your significant other is possessed by a demon and you have sex with them or that you get busy with them, then you can say you had sex with a sex demon.
Okay.
If it came in your dreams, figuratively and literally. You're welcome, people.
Boom!
Show is over. It's only
we fucking peaked.
But if you say it's just happening in your dream, it's called a fucking dream, jackass.
Yeah, it's just called normal.
Now, and I do have mixed feelings about this. You and I have talked about DMT. The body produces DMT in your, I believe it's your cortex or whatever.
That's what DMT stands for, demonic masturbation therapy.
We cracked the fucking code.
Somebody call DM Joe Rogan right now.
Yes.
I need to be on his show. He's gonna sit there and he's gonna get really stoned and he's gonna give me that look while he asks me a question. I'm gonna be like, Joe, I'm Asian and I'm gonna ask you this question. How can you see like that?
Oh, anyway. But the body does produce DMT, which does cause hallucinations.
Yeah.
And there are those people, and we've even talked about this, that think that DMT is kind of a connection between, it is what connects us with the spirit world or the other realm. That's kind of the lubricant to slide you on into that other.
The catalyst, if you will.
I was trying to be more sexual connotation oriented, but that's okay. Fuck you.
I like to switch sides every once in a while. Little role reversal. Keep people on their toes.
I want to say
I really hope this fucking spam account doesn't come back.
If sex demons do come in your dreams, I want to completely say this is complete bullshit. Because
one would venture to say such a thing, yes.
But if DMT is the thing that binds us to the spiritual world or to the other side, okay, maybe it's possible, I guess. I don't know. I still think it'd be much easier. What was that movie, The Entity, with Barbara Hershey, where she gets raped by...
Barbara Hershey?
Yeah, where's it Deborah Hershey?
I don't know.
Oh, that's way before your time. There was a movie called The Entity where a woman, I think it's Barbara Hershey, gets physically raped by a ghost. And it's a sex scene. It's some great fucking acting and some good sexual effects because you can almost see the fingertips on the boob, the fingerprint.
God damn.
It was very
rough.
Yeah,
for back then?
I remember it because it was in the 80s, I think.
So is that what they were making fun of, you think, in Scary Movie 2?
Probably. Yeah, actually, probably, yeah. I mean, it was some great fucking filmmaking. How they pulled that shit off, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just shocked that if it was that long ago that they put that in there.
Oh, yeah. There was nudity and sex scenes in the 80s.
Well, yeah, I know, but to do it like that? With that subject matter, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, Carrie had people like passing out in the movie theater, and so did Exorcist.
Oh, I didn't say the Entity was scary. It wasn't real. It was a horrible movie. I mean, it was a good sex scene.
So they put that in there just for the shock factor,
a good
to make it worth a fuck at all.
Pretty much. I mean, I couldn't tell you what the movie's about other than that scene.
So it's like all the fucking HBO shows that don't make it past like 1 or 2 seasons.
Sure.
Where they're just like, oh, well, our writing's not that good, but we're on HBO, so slap a couple dicks in there.
But I think DMT poses a real problem when it comes to I want to say, okay, it is a lubricant. It does connect us. But then I want to also say, if you're having fucking sex dreams, you're just having, it's called a nocturnal emission, motherfucker. It's called a wet dream.
Yeah. It's natural.
Because you haven't got laid.
It happens to everyone, honey. It doesn't make you a dirty fuck.
So,
everybody at school said it makes me a dirty fuck. Well, it kind of does, but it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I just don't fucking know. This is what makes it fucking interesting. This is what this is why I love these topics, because I don't know. I could go either way. Parts of me want to say, okay, yeah, this is plausible, and other parts of me say, bullshit.
I mean, that's how we both are, though. Yeah. We both want to believe in crazy shit, but can't bring ourselves to believe in crazy shit most of the time.
I can't get balls deep in most of it.
I mean, most of the time.
Let's be honest, balls deep feels not that deep.
Balls shallow. But, like, most of this shit, like, you have to... Like, you want to believe in all this crazy shit, not just talking about this. Like, you want to believe in this and that and blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, it's just, like, it's all the same, man. It's like religion, the paranormal, like, I can believe in what I can see, and, like, it's just like the paranormal. Like, we all know, like, I enjoy that stuff. Like, I believe in some of it, but I don't believe in all of it. Like... Right. Everybody's like, oh, this house is infested with demons. I'm like, are you sure it's just not a fucking pissed off spirit? Why is it gotta be a demon?
Well, and I've talked about this, you know, if you're an asshole and if the afterlife is a thing, we are.
Right, you're not gonna be fucking, like, sure you're not gonna be Werner von Braun in life and then be fucking Mickey Mouse in the afterlife.
I'm sure Jeffrey Dahmer's still a fucking asshole in the afterlife.
Well, that's what, like, you just randomly feel like a little quick pain. It's just like Dahmer just
possibly
biting you real quick.
So the whole concept, if you're an asshole in life, you're going to be an asshole in death.
More than likely.
That's my philosophy. I'm going to take a stand right there.
Yeah.
Now, I would imagine you can be a great person in life and then die unexpectedly, or something happen.
Just be a little jaded.
Yeah, be a little pissy. I'm a great guy. I'm a great guy, but I'm going to be an asshole as a spirit. I'm haunting all you motherfuckers.
I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just people watch a lot. I would just go around until I found, like, the perfect family where there's not like physical abuse or, like, serious mental abuse, but there's just petty arguments all the time, and just be like, huh. And then just, like, in the middle of it, just be like, and knock something off the wall and be like, adding to the plot line. The plot thickens.
It's the greatest reality show ever.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, call me childish, but I would find it hard to resist crop dusting everyone. Because it would be the only time you could do it and just, like, stand right there to see what happens.
It smells like sulfur and rice. What the fuck?
Take a piss on somebody's shoe. Like, what? It smells like rice wine vinegar. I don't understand.
All right, let's get into some of these sex demons. I'm going to list this as a sex demon, but I don't, just because some people do. I don't think of it as this, but
well, they have
their place, and that is angels.
Specifically fallen.
Right. Ones. Yes, sex demons can be angels. According to the Hebrew Bible, the Nephilim were a race of giants that once walked the earth. The
Nephilim sounds like a fucking asthma medication.
The Nephilim were offsprings of angels that came down and had sex with human women.
Hot.
Now, many believe these were the angels that rebelled and fell with Lucifer. In some cultures, these fallen angels are what is considered demons.
Yeah.
But if you look at, like we talked about earlier, the Lilith timeline.
The Lilith
timeline, there are only two people.
What? That are demons?
No, just... It was her and Adam.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Lilith liked to ride the dick and wanted to be on top. Adam wasn't having that shit and went and whined to God like a little bitch that he was.
God ripped out one of his bones
and made Eve that was a little bit more subservient.
Shocker. Go figure. The fucking Bible was pushing for a subservient wife.
And, you know, Lilith became
another fucking highlight of religion.
Lilith became the mother of all demons. Great story. But where does
she was the Octomom. Where
does the fallen angels come into play? Where is she just the adopted children? Were the fallen demons the stepkids?
I mean, like, that's an interesting thought.
But let's just say, for argument's sake, that
like she's the Wicked Witch of the West, and they're just all the fly, my little pretties, fly, and they're just out butt fucking people in their sleep.
Now, the Bible does make references to giants.
Yeah, the fallen angels breeding with humans and creating a race of giants.
Not Hercules.
Yeah, that was Genesis.
Right. And the Book of Enoch talks about it as well.
Well, it's like I said, Enoch is referenced in Genesis, at least to an extent. Because one thing I read even said that like the rest was left to later writers. But it's the word of God, everybody. Hey, here's the idea. Let's leave this for another 400 years until some guy named fucking Sophocles fucking comes up with something we like.
But like
no, Jared's. No, I don't like Jared's. Let's go with fucking Paul. Go, you cocksucker.
He's back.
Go ahead.
But the Nephilim. This is my problem with this. The Nephilim or giants were around. They're referenced in the Bible. And the reason that they were so tall and so large and in charge were because their fathers were demons or fallen angels.
Mm-hmm.
This is mentioned all throughout the Bible. A lot of shit's mentioned in the Bible. But my issue is, where are all the fucking demons now? Or where are all the fucking giants now?
Yeah.
Why the demons are just quit having sex all of a sudden? They're all abstaining now? Because there's no giants now. I mean, you got tall people like Shaquille and Yao Ming.
Well, maybe that's what it is.
Kevin Nash.
They all, like, some of them seem to have really weird teeth. Kind of scary. Like Andre the Giant.
But there's not a
fucking 7 foot something, and he had like baby teeth.
There's not a just because his teeth are normal size. There's a lot of shit that happened where's all the fucking miracles now? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It's not, if you read the Bible and take it literally.
I mean, where were they in the first place? Because I have yet to see any, like, that's the thing is, like, everybody's like, people will be like, oh, my child had this sickness and then it was gone. It's a miracle. I'm like, no, that's science and medicine. Like, yes, it's phenomenal that happened. But, like, let's call a spade, if you will. I don't know. Is that term racist? I don't know if it is or not.
I'm sure it'll be taken as racist.
I don't know. But like,
I think
that's the only thing I can think of to say it. Like,
I could be wrong.
Let's call a dog a dog. How about that?
I think it's referring to the card deck,
Okay, yeah.
A heart,
then we'll go with that.
A spade, a diamond, but it could be. I don't know.
The fossils of giants. There's a lot going on there.
Right.
But there's a lot going on with the fossils of giants because a lot of them are fake.
That is my point, though. Mm-hmm. Even if they are all legitimate, where are they?
I'm not saying that there aren't legitimate ones, but there are a fuckload of fake giant remains.
That is kind of my point. All of a sudden, they quit.
Right. They just gave up.
They just said, fuck it. We've had enough sex.
I'm over it. I'm just going to go watch football with the boys.
I mean,
I don't know. Would they watch football or would they watch maybe hockey? They watch the Jersey Devils.
Maybe. I don't know. And Joy,
Phoenix
I'm not
Suns.
saying there are the ratio of miracles today it's in the eye of the beholder. If I'm being honest, but the ratio is much less than what the Bible portrays it as that shit happening all the time.
Go ahead. I'm not trying to be like not paying attention. I'm just trying to fucking like permanently block this goddamn profile.
It just doesn't seem to happen with the frequency.
Oh, we're not the only ones.
What?
They're everywhere. Oh, well, this is just a bunch of other random shit. What the fuck? There's something being inserted into a ball sack. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Found it. Block user. Blocking it will prevent them from commenting on block. Ta-da!
Hopefully they're blocked now. But it doesn't happen with as much as it did back then. You don't see anybody having God does not speak to us like he used to. Back apparently during the biblical days, that motherfucker was on FaceTime with everybody.
Yeah.
Well
said.
I mean, that motherfucker was like a teenage girl calling fucking everybody. hoeing, fucking around. Now you can't find that fucker with a search warrant now.
Right.
I mean,
good luck, asshole. Fuck you.
That's why I come to if God is real, and like I said, I believe they're in a creator or a greater power.
Yeah, there was a fucking YouTube video that popped up about these motherfuckers. That spam account.
Sweet.
Yeah. It said they're back.
But
so we're gonna have this problem. I'm assuming.
I take it God as, like we've talked about this in the past too, as Constantine. Like Constantine. God is a fucking kid with an ant farm. If God is real.
I mean, realistically, I find it just as plausible that we're just an experiment by aliens.
This is plausible. But like
it's all plausible.
But I think that God just maybe created, set it into motion and let it roll. And if he is
what the fuck?
Who's deleting Joy? Did you delete Joy?
No.
Or I pissed Joy off. Joy, what happened?
Gonzo, did you fucking hit the wrong person offline? We're gonna have to cut this out of the fucking... What the fuck?
Why is all Joy's messages deleted?
I don't know. We're gonna have to cut this out of the final episode, but...
Joy, I think Gonzo timed you fucking out again.
No, it wasn't her last time. It was fucking... Who was it? I think it was Gregory last time. You fucking asshole. I got it. I would... Before you were even in the comments, I fucking went and blocked that fucking spam account. You asshole. She's been the most fucking... like.
We love Joy.
She's been the most on-it commenter in this whole fucking episode so far, you dickhead.
We're gonna take a quick break and... Let me see if I can...
Yeah, you heard someone was spamming and you went with the person that was actually commenting, not the one that was talking about great strip girls everyone wanted, fuck, suck, dick, cock. Like, you asshole.
Let me see if I can...
Should we pause this until she comes back?
We
might as well.
We're taking a little bit of a break right now because we're moving into...
How long is 300 seconds? I'm going to go smoke a cigarette because it's a 300-second timeout.
I'm going to see if I can send Joy a message.
Oh, yeah, you have a direct link, don't you?
I think so.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette because it's a 300-second timeout.
Let me
Don't look at my ass.
Let me see what I got going on here. Where am I at?
Oh, there's Izzy.
What's up, Izzy?
Sorry, Izzy, we're taking a break because Gonzo fucking timed out the wrong goddamn account. Jesus.
Wow, you did just give everybody a great moonshot.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can... We apologize to everybody, but we have to take care of this. Well, the... Oh, shit. I know there's a way to do it somehow, but... Shit. What the fuck was that? That is true. Cody Rhodes is back into the WWE, and that is actually a pretty good name there, Gregory. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see if I can figure this out. Oh shit, what am I doing? Hmm. We are on a little break for anybody just joining us. We're having some technical issues, and Travis had to go poop. Mm-hmm.
She's back.
Is she back? Oh, okay.
Yeah. God damn it.
All right. Sorry about that, Joy. We apologize.
We actually took a break.
We took a break just for you. That's how much we're dedicated to our loyal listeners.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Where were we at? The Angels. We're back from our break. Hold on. Let me timestamp this shit.
Oh, fuck. What is it? 133 is the end of it.
All right. We're back from a break. Yeah, we can't get...
Everybody liked the video.
We can't block one of the cult members. That's impossible. But Gregory did have a name for the cult. Was it the GITN Cult Edition?
I've been thinking about it. I don't know.
We could always use paracondrax.
I mean, that's already a thing. Hashtag paracondrax. It's a hashtag on Instagram. Is it on Twitter too?
I don't know.
Well, feel free to use the hashtag paracondrax on Instagram.
Yes. But
let's get right back into this.
We were covering angels. I just don't... When it comes to religion, this is just way too... It makes things too convenient.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like I said, all this shit was happening back then. Why is it's happening less now? Like I said, God speaks in mysterious ways or works in mysterious ways. That's just an easy way to say, hey, you just don't like the way it happened.
You want my personal opinion on that one?
What?
Oh my God, are you... How the fuck?
Gonzo, that's the fucker.
I literally went to the account and blocked those motherfuckers, dude. I don't understand how they're getting around this shit. I'm gonna have to watch that video that I saw pop up and see what they fucking did about it. Jesus Christ. So anyway, personal opinion, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that culture has changed, obviously, in the last, 3,000 years.
Right.
And social media is a thing. Things are more... People know more things. And I have a feeling that some of this had to do with possible members of the church or high-ranking, powerful citizens just having their way with normal citizens of the public, and then it's covered up with, well no, it was a demon. It wasn't fucking King Charles. It was a demon that did bad things, that is against God, and that's why that happened.
Right.
And I would imagine there was probably a lot of well, Susan, if you wouldn't have done this wouldn't have happened to you.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
It's an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
They're rationalizing something to benefit themselves.
It's something to hide behind.
Right. I think you are correct. Right. Joy's right. People use religion as an excuse.
Yeah.
And actually, I think they use it as a way to justify their own shortcomings and their judgment of other people.
So what was Joel Osteen's fucking excuse for turning all those people away during the floods?
Because he's a douche?
Fucking cockbag.
Well, most televangelists are.
I'm a man of God, but no, I won't use my massive dwelling that is above the flood line to help the people around me that are dying and becoming impoverished and put out of their homes by floods.
Right.
You fucking, for the last time, I have to say it, you Matthew McConaughey butt fucked a fucking science experiment rat looking piece of shit. Fucking reptilian cockbag dildo butthole punching fucking sack of cocks.
We'll have to beat.
I don't like him.
We'll have to beat the fuck out.
I really don't. I don't like any like. There's no good. There's no even like. All televangelists are just absolutely fucking reprehensible.
Right. It was the demons attacking the altar boys, not the priest. But in terms of demons, that I can't get behind. Let me rephrase that.
It's not you getting behind it, it's the demon getting behind you.
But I understand a demon possessing somebody and then doing that kind of shit.
It's a whole another way to look at it. Is I was possessed by a demon, that's why I did that.
Correct. It's a way to it's
the cardinal says it's okay. But
with the right lady, I don't give a shit.
You know what pegged means?
No, I'm just fucking with you. I don't even know what pegged means.
It means like,
but I'm open, baby.
I mean, strap on up the butt.
Oh,
that's
fuck.
pegging.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Up your butt.
Don't give a fuck.
Oh my!
I'm at that age. It's called a colonoscopy. Just make sure it has a camera on the end of it. I don't give a fuck.
Colonoscopies are way different because colonoscopies you at least have doctor's permission to fart as much as you possibly can afterwards.
Well, if somebody's sticking something up my rectum, guess what? There's going to be farting involved. Maybe a little shiting.
Shiting? Shiting? What the fuck?
I'll say fuck, but I don't want to say shit.
I was going to say, I was
channeling my grandmother.
Were you like thinking, is it one of those situations where you were thinking about two things you could say right there and they both kind of combine themselves together?
Just so you know, I did know what pegging was. I just didn't know that verbiage.
Life experience.
Well, who hasn't had a dildo shoved up their ass?
Me. This person.
You haven't been with the right women.
Hey, I mean, to each their own, man. I had like the first knuckle of a finger one time, and I was like, it's not my thing. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Because, like I said, I'm at that age. I'm gonna have to start having that done regularly, or just take the fucking pancreas or which cancer are they checking for? I don't even know.
Colon cancer?
Yeah, that's it.
Or
take it like a champ and just die.
Oh fuck, what is it? Because women don't have it.
Is it pancreatic? Do they check it that? Oh fuck, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're getting off.
Fuck. Shite.
Or the shite. My grandmother should say that all the time. Yeah.
Was she European?
No. Well, she was.
I mean, originally, yeah, but
she was Irish and Native American.
Did she say it like? Did she say it? Say shite like an Irish person would, but with a Native American twang. Shite.
No, she had a southern drawl, so no.
Get out of here with that shite.
Anyway, where were we at? Now let's get into the actual demons.
Some of them. I have a couple more pulled up on my phone.
Okay, let's start out with the one you wanted to cover.
My favorite one?
Yes, go with
the Popo Bawa.
Yeah, the Popo Bawa.
The Popo Bawa.
Do you need my notes, or you just want to?
Oh yeah, just leave them up there.
Okay, it goes down to that page too. So.
Yeah. So this is my favorite one because the Popo Bawa is said to be a bat demon.
Yes.
In Zanzibar. Makes me think of Tenacious D. What's your favorite dish?
Prostate cancer.
I'm not going to cook it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar. So, according to legend, the Popo Bawa is a one-eyed bat creature, and it also just has a absolute fucking bat for a dong.
It's swinging. It was blessed.
It's got a Mark McGuire Louisville Slugger cock. Just flapping around. While it's flapping, it's flapping its wings through the air, and then its dick is just flapping around like one of those fucking banners that flies behind the planes in those fucking douchey love movies.
Anchor. Just hitting the bottom all the time.
It's like making a noise like if you put a fucking balloon on the exhaust, or like if you put a balloon on the exhaust of a car and just let it flap around. That's kind of what this thing's got going on. So it affects I saw that it affects men, women, and children, but it doesn't do the sexual encounter type shit with children specifically, from what I read.
Oh well, demon,
I mean, yeah,
bat demon
I'm
with
not
a heart.
as bad as it sounds. Like I would have to say that I hate somebody ever so slightly. I don't want to say less, but in a different way. If you force yourself upon men and women as opposed to children, I hate you in an entirely different way. Like, you should still be burnt to death and then pissed on, or like dropped into a fucking a swimming pool full of razor blades and then like just have it just filled with lemon juice and salt. Either way. But anyway, I digress. Go back up. So, oh yes, the shapeshifter.
Yes.
It is a shapeshifter, so it can be whatever it wants.
Which, well, let's be honest, if it shows up like a bat with a big donger and wings, you're not going to get much tail.
I don't know, man. Depending on how big that thing is, like you just saddle up, Buttercup, because there's plenty of people that fuck dogs and shit out there in the world.
That's true.
So why not a one-eyed bat with a fucking like a gorilla arm for a dick?
Good point.
But
I mean, I'm not fucking it.
Yeah.
You at least got to be a good-looking woman.
Well, I believe they say that the Popobawa, like you can tell that it's about a foot, if you will, because it smells like shit. And the reason it smells like shit is because this sex demon almost specifically butt fucks people and sodomizes them.
Sweet. It's a love story.
That's an interesting one. You can go down if you want. So, yes, that's one of my favorite fucking things is the Popobawa will fucking continue to sexually assault you in your butthole while you're asleep and shit if you do not tell other people about the Popobawa.
The Popobawa is not a hit and quit it kind of guy.
You must award him with the prowess that his giant butt fucking dong has brought onto him. It is, you have been graced with the thundercock of the Popobawa in your sphincter, and now you shalt walk upon the path of life and tell people of the greatness of my schlong and the diameter at which it has left your butthole. Or I will return, and I will further thicken the girth of your sphincter.
Yes.
But the other thing that I found interesting, this it's not funny that this is reality, but it makes it funny in that people still believe that this is a sex demon situation, because I also read that the Popobawa has a knack for specifically showing up during election cycles of the government in that area.
Sweet.
So let's break this down to brass tacks here and say that what is probably the reality of all that's true. The twisted government of that area of the world is sending people out to rape, pillage, and plunder people in order to sway their votes so that they can keep power, and they're covering it up with this bullshit.
That is a good point. I mean, and plus this, if I'm not mistaken, isn't this particular sex demon isn't partly responsible for spreading AIDS?
Yes.
Yes, it will give you AIDS.
It gives you AIDS.
It gives you AIDS.
Now, I don't know. Hey, Shakespeare. You missed a lot.
Yes.
We've taken a break within this episode because a certain fucking someone in the chat accidentally blocked the wrong certain someone. Doesn't go for naked HD XYZ. Here girls will do what you say. They like everyone. Penis, penis, penis. Vagina, vagina, vagina. Click here to add tokens to your wallet. They don't go after that one. They go after Joy, who's here every week. Anyway, so yes, the Popobawa will also give you fucking AIDS.
What about any other sexually transmitted diseases?
That's what I'm saying. Why specifically AIDS? And that's my other thing is not to be not to be a dick or like come off as stereotypical or anything like that, but why AIDS when we're dealing with Africa?
Well, AIDS is big in Africa.
That's what I know. I know that, but are we? Which brings me to, harkens me back to what I just said about which about like the local government using this as a cover up for going out and raping and probably murdering nobody I don't even want to know how many people. Are we now dealing with a possible cultural or classist genocide from the standpoint of using AIDS, much like the CIA attempted to use crack to kind of subdue, if not totally do away with, a certain class of person? Because that's not a far-fetched idea, because there's literally government documents from back in like the 50s and 60s outlining how they can get rid of like lower income Hispanic and black families in major cities in the United States.
Right. We're going to get conspiratorial at some point in these episodes. More so than big hammer penises. But
not even HIV, full-blown AIDS.
Full-blown AIDS.
Like,
AIDS.
Dude, the best, like...
We're not talking feline AIDS
like
either.
Fucking, Peter Griffin from Family Guy. He was like, that's like when I was in that barbershop quartet at the hospital. He said, they came in and they started singing. He said, you've got AIDS. And they do a whole song, and he's like, and then it's like, not HIV, but full-blown AIDS. And then the baritone comes out of nowhere. He's like, and he pops his head back in the hospital room after they work their way out, and he goes, sorry, it's not something less serious.
All right. If there's anything else on the Papa Wawa?
I mean, it's like I said, apparently Sammy Sosa could hit home runs with that fucking donger in his hand.
So basically what you're telling us, neither one of us are secretly Wawa.
Like, what happened? Can you go flying with him like fucking Jasmine from Aladdin?
Maybe.
What's that sound?
He's going to take you on a ride, all right.
What's that sound? It sounds like a flat tire. That's just my massive cock flapping in the wind.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. You pronounce that. You can pronounce it better than me.
Está el encantado.
Encantado.
Yes.
Encantado.
The enchanted one.
The Encantado is found in the Brazilian...
This one's for Gonzo.
In the Brazilian rainforest. This is often seen as a Boto river dolphin, which, what the fuck is a Boto river dolphin?
Boto river dolphin is a freshwater river dolphin of the Amazon. They have very tiny eyes. They mostly work off echolocation. They have big heads, very long, slender snouts, much like a gharial is to a river dolphin to a porpoise, or a regular marine dolphin is much like a crocodile or an alligator to a gharial. They have smaller, thinner snouts. They're made for just a fish.
Which because dolphins, they're a bit of assholes. They're rapey little motherfuckers.
Yeah, so are otters.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yes, it has been documented in nature that otters will kill baby seals and then fuck their dead bodies.
Damn.
Yeah.
You are a plethora of information.
Yeah, I say that.
But, so it appears as this river dolphin, and then changes.
I think they're pink, too.
I think.
No. The pink river dolphins, I think, are in China.
Oh, maybe. But it generally takes the form of a male and seduces women. Now, this isn't always the case, but 90%.
How in depth do you go here? Do you go into his physical appearance? How he appears to people?
Not too deep.
Oh.
Well, if you want to add to it, you can add to it. But it takes them back to the river, then turns back into the dolphin and impregnates them.
Yes.
Why turn back into the dolphin?
Do you think the El Encantado starts the process of fornicating with this person, and then like he's like, oh yes, you like that, don't you? My name is Esteban. I like to play the guitar. Oh, well, I don't know, pesos, fucking nachos.
All the Spanish, you know.
Yeah, and then like right at the point of climax, straight into dolphin. And then fish flops back into the water. He's like, don't fucking call me, bitch.
I didn't have anything in my mouth. I would have been a spitter. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Don't try to get a hold of me. I'm going to cancel this fucking burner phone in the morning.
All right. Well, okay. The Encantado is a bit of a party fucking animal because it...
Don't fucking Facebook my sister either.
It frequently visits festivals. The festival season's a bad time. Women are a little weary at this time.
As they should be. Anytime there's a massive gathering of human beings, I feel like a woman should automatically be a little more on edge.
They attend these parties and try to pick up their female to seduce them and kidnap them and impregnate these women. And, do all that stuff. Now, women in this area tend to be very leery during this time. And the encantado is often seen wearing a hat.
To cover up his blowhole.
Exactly. So women...
he's also usually a musician.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
So, well, because a lot of that is in reference to the songs that a river dolphin would sing.
Oh.
So that's where they make the connection with the musician thing. Because they're just they're out there like that one break in the fucking Ozzy Osbourne song.
Which one?
No More Tears, where he has that like whale song guitar thing going on. So they're out there doing that, and then they just like kind of work their way up on the fucking bank, and then next thing you know, it turns into a Despacito, or depending on what kind of culture they're popping up in. Gasolina. Or maybe, if there's tourists around, he just walks around and like he's just dripping wet with his fucking stupid goddamn top hat on, because I'd assume he's got to have a top hat just so in case he's got to out some fucking water. So and he's just like, if you're a tourist from the States, he just walks out behind you just dripping wet, and like nobody's gonna notice. I've just been sweating. It's the fucking rainforest. Shut the fuck up, Terry. And he's just like, they're like, oh, can I help you? I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain.
All right, so obviously,
does he have like Tourette's tics of dolphin still? You can come back to my apartment. I have many tequilas, and I've got frozen chicken taquitos. They're delicious. I don't bake them. I shallow fry them in a frying pan. They're very delicious. You can have the taquitos. I will eat raw fish. Do not pay attention to the fact that I do not chew the raw fish. I will just... the raw fish while you eat the taquitos, and then we will make love.
I'm picturing Antonio Banderas for some reason in my head.
Or like Benicio del Toro would be a good
exactly. So
but he's got to do the Jewish voice from Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking, or from Snatch. He said, "Don't worry, Avi, I've got it," and then boom, casino. Moving on.
So moral of this story is, if you're a dude,
don't fuck dolphins.
If you're a dude in the during the festival season, do not wear a hat, because you have no chance of getting laid.
New thought. So if someone's fucking the Encantado right at the moment of climax, is it a mixture of the and also at the same time you just see that top hat just going fucking flying because the blowhole's just... Now that's a climactic ending. And then was it as good for you as it was for me?
All right, let's move on to the next.
Do you think he slides after he's done? Does he slide into the CMs? Oh,
bada bing.
Now that's a dad joke.
Okay, let's move into some of the more weirder ones that are pushing the boundaries on sex demons.
Sex demons.
The German Mare. Mare is an evil spirit or goblin in German folklore. This sex demon particularly rides on the chest of its victims while they sleep.
Yeah, I saw this one.
The Mare.
It's so fucking daunting. What happened with the demon? It sat on my chest. I don't know. It fucking came in hot and it fucking Yokozuna'd me. It gave me the... It missed the stink. That's all this is. It's Rikishi missing the stink face.
Yes.
Somebody didn't sell the stink face right.
I think the Mare is the one, I didn't write down, but I think it's the one that basically the people who report it lets out a smoke, I believe, and it goes in through your orifices.
It queefs on you?
Pretty much. The stinky queef.
Interesting.
But
well played, Mare. Well played.
But the Mare is responsible for giving nightmares hence the name. This is, I am assuming, where the term nightmares came from. The mare.
I just automatically thought of horses.
That's kind of what I thought as well.
Yeah.
But it's apparently just a small little creature. It's nothing.
So it sits on your chest and gives you bad dreams.
Right. It's like a goblin. It sits on your chest, gives you bad dreams.
Interesting.
Put, shotgun smoke into your fucking mouth and nose. Basically the boringest sex of all fucking time. Basically it's like having sex with me. Now, there's another one from Germany. It's called the Alp.
Alp.
Which is, I think...
Does it eat cats?
No. I'm sure it does. Who doesn't eat cats?
About to eat all you cats. Alf.
That was a joke, people. But the Alp is another sex demon from Germany. The Alp is a small creature, much like an elf. It is often considered to be very similar to a vampire because it will drink the blood from the nipples of the men and young children. So it's, it's a pedophile too. But the Alp prefers drinking the breast milk from the ladies.
You would think.
So, but it's going to
So if he drinks the blood out of the nipples and just drink the breast milk out of the asshole, he's just breaking all the norms.
So, it's a tit man. If you ain't got tits, you're male, and you don't produce milk, it's just going to suck the blood right the fuck out of your nipple.
Yeah. Interesting.
Sounds like a party to me.
Very interesting.
Legend says that this particular sex demon wears a hat called a Tarnkappe.
Tarnkappe.
The Alp gets its power from this hat. It also gives the Alp the power of invisibility.
Yeah.
So obviously the person who created this, it's kind of like the cloak of invisibility for all you Harry Potter nerds. It visits people while they sleep and will turn into a mist and then enter the sleeping person through. Oh, this is what I was thinking. Oh, I'm sorry. I got like I said, the Alp and the mare are very similar. Mm-hmm. Some think of it as an incubus and succubus kind of. Germans, incubus and succubus kind of thing. But I think it's completely different. Other people say this is just the other version to the mare.
So with my question about what's this one called?
The Alp.
Okay, my question about the Alp and the mare is, whatever tomorrow brings, will they be there? With open arms and open eyes?
Yes, they will be there in the morning. They're not going to hit it and leave. They're going to stick around to the morning.
Oh, man. Nipple vamp. Like it.
I like it.
I like it.
But like I said, it visits them and puts mist into their nostrils, mouth, and a woman's vagina. And I would assume a male's butthole if they're swinging that way.
Sexy.
The Alp will take over the person's dreams, which gives them horrible nightmares, which I've had a few that give me nightmares. The Alp will also be mischievous and play little jokes like souring milk and sometimes even putting a dirty diaper back on an infant after the baby was changed.
Yeah.
Or could that just mean them little shit factory shit again? I'm just saying, God damn, anybody that has fucking kids. The Alp also has shape-shifting abilities, which I would hope so.
Excellent.
It's most commonly changes into a cat, dog, pig, snake, and even a butterfly. Let's play a little game. Which one of these does not fucking fit?
All of it.
Well, no. I get it. But I'm
going to call bullshit on all this. Call me crazy.
You're saying, but why would a fucking nightmarish creature turn into a little butterfly? And does it start out as a caterpillar first? That's the question. This is a long metamorphosis.
Maybe it's a popobawa. The popobawa is a caterpillar because he's a little fella. Much like the Thokolosi.
He's all dick.
Yeah, the Thokolosi is another one.
What else you got?
Well, there's the Thokolosi. I don't have a whole lot as far as sexual stuff with that one.
Yeah.
But I guess there's lore of sexual activity with the Thokolosi. But the Thokolosi, or I don't know, Tikaloshi, Tokolshi, Tokolothsi, Hili, Hilly. There's a lot of, I don't know. It's fucking Zulu. So pronounce it how you will. I don't fucking know. I don't know if I've ever heard somebody speak Zulu before, so I don't know.
You're the pronunciation man. I'm an idiot.
But I mean,
basically illiterate.
Well, this is a water sprite that is also very small. It's very mischievous, and it can interesting fun fact about the whatever the we'll go with Ticoloche. It can become invisible by drinking water or swallowing a stone.
So it loses weight on a diet drinking water.
I don't know. What's the why water and or stone? Just any stone? Does that have to be a certain type of stone? Does he like run around like fuck, and everybody's just sitting there like, what is this asshole doing? And he's like, don't fucking look at me. I'm the Tokalashakakashashe. Hey, show me your foot. You flip it upside down. He's like, there it is, and he just disappears.
Oh, he doesn't have a foot fetish?
No.
Sweet.
Oftentimes just used to be scare children, but it can also cause illness and death.
Huh.
Yeah. Excuse me. He couldn't be banished by a priest, theoretically. So yeah, like he's mostly like, this one's mostly just like when people just randomly die at night in this culture, they try to blame it on that. And like,
holy fucking shit.
God damn. Online strips without clothing. Ooh,
this motherfucker's a technological genius.
Good job.
Easy for me to say. God damn, I'm flustered by this.
But like,
Gonzo, get on this fucker.
And basically, it's just a hairy little weird thing. But the best part about this, because they do attack you in your sleep, supposedly, allegedly. But the best thing about this little motherfucker is it's just a little guy, and apparently, much like there's two things here with these African demons. Is like the Popo Bawa, apparently, like you just stand around a fire, like ass to the fire or ass to ass, and hide your butthole from it, so it doesn't have anything to get. But with this thing is since it's so small, one of the biggest methods of defense against its attacks, excuse me, is to just use like bricks or something like that to elevate your bed a little bit higher off the ground. Right? I think that's amazing. You just throw a fucking cinder block under your bed and you're like, we're good. We're good. Like you wake up and you look over and it's just sitting there staring up like, fuck.
I'm getting tired of deleting this motherfucker. Right? I'm going to go find this guy and fuck him with a dick.
So it's a fucking, it's a demon or a malevolent spirit, but it can be thwarted with the help of fucking 4 cinder blocks from Home Depot. Yeah, you just throw them under the legs of your fucking bed frame and it just sits there like, God damn it. They figured me out. This is bullshit. Are you out of them? Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Because I have, the only other one is...
we're over 2 hours, so...
The Liderts. It's a supernatural Hungarian being from Hungarian folklore. It has multiple varieties. The first of which is the traditional Liderts, and it's a miracle chicken.
Chicken.
It hatches from the first egg of a black hen kept warm under the arm of a human, and some versions of this legend say that an unusually tiny black hen's egg, or any egg at all, may become a Liderts. You can also hatch it by putting it in a heap of manure. So under a human arm or in a heap of manure. If the owner's a woman, the being shifts into a man, but instead of pleasuring the woman, it fondles her, sits on her body, and sometimes sucks her blood, making her weak and sick. So that's a thing. There's a bunch of names for it that I can't fucking pronounce. So that's always good. The second variety of the Liderts is a tiny humanoid being, a temporal devil, as they just describe it in some historical writings. It's got a lot of similarities to the miracle chicken.
Miracle chicken.
Yeah.
Miracle chicken.
It's obtained from a black hen's egg, but it's often found in rags and boxes and shit like that, just stumbled upon accidentally. I don't know. Yeah, like the dragon from Aragorn, I guess. I don't know. old clothes. But the person that owns this particular form will become rich and have extraordinary like abilities to do crazy things that don't make sense. And it's, I guess, because of the Laderts, or just straight up the devil. I don't know. Yeah, like the dragon from Aragorn.
Third variety
is a satanic love. Old clothes. But the person that owns this particular form will become rich and have extraordinary, this one flies around like abilities to do crazy things. It has a fiery light, and it's, I guess, a wispy thing going on behind it. Just straight up the devil. Or it might even show up as
third variety.
I guess a satanic love,
a great flaming bird from the sky.
The person that owns this particular form will become rich and have
this one flies around
like abilities to do crazy things.
It has a fiery light. It's been
and it's
tracked
and
talked about in Transylvania and
behind it. Just straight up the devil.
Or it might even show up as
the
third variety.
I guess a satanic love,
a great flaming bird from the sky.
The person that owns this particular form possible vampire connection and have this one flies around, and it has been brought up in Transylvania. It's also it's been and it's tracked we talked about in Transylvania and behind it. Just straight up the devil.
It can't even show up.
This version has a varieties.
It has
the shape of a human,
a great flaming bird from the sky.
So apparently throwing this particular Pears vampire connection. This one flies around blood, and it has been brought up in Transylvania. It's also it's been tracked. We talked about in Transylvania and behind this motherfucker. It's so across the board. This version will show up as a dead relative of just the devil, phoenix, whatever the apparently wants. Its footprints are horse footprints. This one flies around, and it has. I don't know if it's actually hooves, but it's fucking horse footprints. And it comes through your chimney, or your Transylvania, and there's a bunch of straight. It's so across the board. This version will show up as a dead relative of just the devil, phoenix, whatever the fuck wants from entering one's dwelling.
What's up? We having a sound issue?
Did you fuck up the audio?
I don't know. Did I? Is it better now? Oh, I know what I did.
What'd you do?
I didn't turn the. It was replaying.
Oh, you turned on. You son of a bitch.
It's fucking this naked fucking motherfucker. I was trying to. Hopefully, it should be fixed.
Now.
Actually, I can put it over here. Yeah, that was my bad, guys.
Phil fucked up.
I fucked up. Well, this dickhead, I was trying to make it easier to block this guy who keeps coming back. So I was bringing up the YouTube channel over here, and I didn't turn off the desktop audio. My bad.
God damn it, Phil. So, yeah, I mean, I'll take your pick on how to.
We were echoing. This is the end of the fucking episode anyway.
It is. We end with the one that's the most random.
Right.
I can appear as whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. I can do whatever the fuck I want, but I have hooves.
So, this part probably was getting cut anyway.
Yeah, we'll just. I mean, it can't be what, like 30 seconds maybe. We'll just cut that out. I mean, really, we can cut out like the whole third portion of the Laderts.
Yeah, it just makes more work for me. All I had to do is do this.
Timestamp it. What, 2:10?
I'll start looking at 2 minutes. Or 2 hours.
Timestamp.
If I would have put it over here on this screen, it wouldn't have been a problem. Maybe. I don't know. Fuck it.
See, that's why we need to get another monitor so we don't have to move stuff over here because it looks better.
I know. Fuck.
God damn it.
Anyway, my bad.
Joy's got to go.
Who?
Is that Joy that said she's got to go? Yeah, Joy said she got to go.
I don't swear. I don't see it.
Right there. Right above better. I don't want to say names. Up. There you go.
Well, thanks for coming, Joy. We appreciate it. Go enjoy your sex demon for the night.
What a rookie fuck up that was with the audio.
Well, I was trying to fix this to make it
I'm just surprised. I'm honestly, let's be honest. The fact that we don't do shit like that more often is that's a fucking miracle.
Yeah, well, I will edit it out.
Man, I don't know, but I feel like we could just make one long fucking clip of the El Encantado.
Well, it wouldn't have been. Generally, I always keep the audio fucking
muted
on the desktop. But
since we did that screen share thing
with the video, I had to.
Yeah. No, I know where the fuck up came in. It's okay. We'll be better.
It would have never happened if that fuck nut. What are we looking at?
We'll be better for you.
It would have never happened if that dickhead wasn't fucking spamming our account.
My god, dude! I'll watch. Like I said, there's fucking videos about that account, so I'll look it up and see if there's some way to fucking like fully ban it, or I don't fucking know. Oh, strippers, hot strip, no clothing. They said they want all men, even you. That's not a good fucking business plan. Even you, ugly fatty. That's all I hear when I hear. That's what I think when I see that. Even you. Thanks. Glad to know I'm the bottom of the barrel for these hot, no clothing stripper girls on internet.
Hey, it actually sold me.
Well, it doesn't take much. It's been a while since we had a spam account on here, though.
Yeah, I was kind of feeling a little butthurt there for a minute.
Yeah. But,
Thanks, David. David actually earlier in the chat gave us a very good. I think he was confused. We love you, David. Thank you for that great compliment you gave us earlier in the chat. Did you see the earlier chat that David gave us?
I didn't get to read it.
Oh, let's go back up here and read it. It wasn't that far. I mean, David, I greatly appreciate it, but I don't. Right here. It says, thank you guys for you. Well, hold on. Thank you guys. You have a great show, and it really touches on some of the subjects that others might not, and keep up the great work. I appreciate that. I would
have to say that's in reference to our sidebars.
Yes, probably, because I think the sidebars is what would fuck him up.
No, the sidebars of like when we turn, let's talk about sex demons into no, this is just the church or the powerful people in the community covering up the fact that they're out there just probably just raping and killing people at will.
Maybe he just likes us talking about stupid shit.
I mean, check.
Because actually, when I first read that comment, I was like, he's obviously watching two different channels at one time and got it fucked up because
he's watching a TED talk while he's listening to us.
What the hell? We are one step below pornography.
Oh, we're many steps below pornography. We're like,
hey, thanks, Strawberry Cow.
Thank you. I don't know what to call this.
Mental masturbation?
I mean, it's amazing. Whether you like it or not.
It's mentally jacking off with your left hand if you're right-handed. That's what this show is.
It's a mental stranger?
Yes.
Interesting.
It's mental pegging.
You and your you want to get pegged, don't you? Let's break this down to brass tacks. I feel like you're admitting to a desire that you haven't fully owned up to yet.
I've done some things in the bedroom that I'm ashamed of.
You had some stuff up your butt?
I've been with some wild ones in my day.
Clearly.
You gotta remember, I'm 49 years old.
I thought that was still a sin back then.
Fuck off.
Hey, what you do with your butthole is...
But I know one thing.
Your business.
It ain't gonna be a hammer penis.
Oh, that Popo Bow Wow Thundercock?
Yeah. No. I'd be like them... Watch Pornhub, them girls and they say, oh my God, it won't fit. Oh my God, no fucking way. Keep that fucker away from me. Go see Travis.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why isn't the Popo Bow Wow in the porn industry? He could kill it. I guess it might be considered bestiality.
But he can morph into shapeshifting.
That's true. Does the dick morph with him, or does he keep the massive dick?
If he morphs into a white guy,
is it a bat dick?
Does he lose 7/8 of it?
Is it a bat dick?
I don't know.
Which, depending on the bat, are not that dissimilar from a human dick. Like fruit bats, have little dangly wieners and balls on each side and everything.
What was that? I did see something on Facebook or something about this term "hung like a horse," and it said a horse weighs anywhere from 15. I don't have the numbers right. Has a 24-inch penis. It weighs 1,200 to 2,000 pounds. 1,200, 1,500 pounds, something like that. I don't have the numbers correct on the weight. He said if you average that by pounds, human beings are actually more well endowed than horses per pound. ratio.
Yeah, who measures dick per pound?
I'm just saying. Of course it has a big dick. They're large.
Fuck you.
I never said I was funny. That's why I have you on the show.
That's fair.
I'm the straight fucking guy. I have my moments.
I know things.
I have my moments. There's a reason Travis is here. Go watch episodes 108 and below. It's not a comedy show.
Was 109 the first one?
Yeah, I think 109 was your first one.
But what were we talking
about? Horse dick.
What is it? What's the walrus? Is the walrus the second biggest mammal dick?
I don't know.
Like it might be by body size.
Well, that's what they're saying.
Oh no, apparently walrus has got big old dongers too. Fucking blue whale dick is like 6 feet long.
Well, the blue whale's ginormous.
And when they ejaculate, it's like up to like I think 10 liters. And like if it wasn't in water, it could fucking burst like 20 meters. I think something like that. Like it's got that much trajectory
There's
coming
not a
behind
rubber
it.
in the world that's going to stop that.
Right, like the fuck. Like what I want to see like a characterized face of that. Like there's no way that's natural. That whale's got to be like.
And the girl just goes skipping through the water.
Like that scene from fucking Scary Movie 2, or from Scary Movie the first one, when they're having sex and like she gets like stuck to the roof and he like becomes a skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whale. That's a whale ejac.
Yes,
Science.
Science. It works.
Science rules.
Hmm. Well, I think we've covered everything.
Yeah.
We went over we're over a little bit, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, we had to take a fucking 5-minute break because goddamn Gonzo booted a fucking member that's here every week.
A member of the cult.
Yeah.
If you want to join the cult, send your application.
I'm going to come up with a name for this cult, and we're going to get t-shirts. I'm just going to hand them out to people. They're not going to know. And by the time they do know, it's going to be too late. By the time they find out, the Kool-Aid will have been made. And we're talking that real Kool-Aid.
We are not going to be a death cult.
We're making that no, I'm just talking about Kool-Aid. Everybody loves Kool-Aid. The good kind, where you don't measure the sugar and you mix 2 different flavors together in the same pitcher. You never done that? No. That's how you make Kool-Aid. You don't, for one, don't measure the sugar. 2, you fucking mix 2 flavors. It's the shit.
I couldn't tell you the last time I had Kool-Aid. And
you got to remember, you got to do it right. You got to mix, you got to put some water in with the sugar and everything and dissolve it first and then add the rest of the water. Otherwise, it gets grainy. Use like warm water or hot water in the beginning, like for the first half of the pitcher. Then fill it up with cold, throw some ice cubes in that bitch. Fucking hit the ground running, boys. Grab you some Fruit Stripes gum and you got 13 seconds of pleasure. Because that is probably that's a generous estimate of how long the flavor of Fruit Stripes gum lasts. They used to have those cool tattoos that you just lick the wrapper and stick the tattoos on there.
I'm going to take your word for it. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for everybody that showed up in the chat and watched this live, except for Naked, whatever that fucking spam account was.
Gregory's talking about animals shooting ropes. This is why I listen. This is one of my favorite quotes from, well, there's Fighter and the Kid with Will Sasso. They were talking about like kids experiencing things too early and stuff, and he was like, of course there's these kids are watching pornography. They have the internet in their pockets. He's like, you want to try to hide your kids from stuff in everyday life, but meanwhile they can go on the internet on their iPhones and just see people just arcing ropes of jizz. and both the other ones were like, arcing ropes of jizz, huh?
He's done the research.
God damn.
Joey, we thought you left a while ago.
You lie.
Good night.
Night. Yeah, it's probably time to pull the plug on this.
Yeah,
we're talking about arcing ropes of jizz.
We're calling it. I'm done. I'm done. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to share the episode if you can before you get out of here.
And like the video.
Have a good night, Shakespeare. Thanks for showing up. We greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to follow us on all our social medias. Instagram at ghost_night_podcast. Twitter at night_ghost. Just Ghost in the Night on Facebook. And also don't forget about the TikTok account at GTIN dot. That's a dot.
The Kit Kat
podcast. Those are really Instagram and is the best way to follow us for interaction, and Twitter sometimes.
Yeah.
Facebook, it's a circle jerk at Facebook.
Circle jerk.
Good night, Gregory. Thanks for coming in. But next week, what are we talking about next week? Oh, Ruby Ridge.
Should be a fun one. I should start. I might start my research on that tonight. I got a new notebook.
Ruby Ridge is next week, and then we have some other. We will get to another true crime here soon, but we have some weird shit coming up after Ruby Ridge.
What's that?
Michael Aquino, I think is his name. The
should be good.
Satanic leader that was in the army, and also Men in Black. We're going to hit Men in Black, which we haven't covered, which is a fascinating topic. There's so many different fucking ways you can go with that story.
We're going to hit the Men in Black while the Men in Black hit Chris Rock.
There is more things on Men in Black, more different versions of Men in Black than sex demons.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking.
Well, because the Men in Black and the black-eyed children get fucking tied together very often, or could.
Right.
But yeah, and remember, if you're listening to this, I'm sure we'll clip out most of the end of this because it'd be confusing as fuck on the RSS feed. Right. But remember, if the Zodiac Killer will come up, don't worry.
Yes, I love the Zodiac Killer.
But remember, anybody in the chat, anybody listening to this, we keep saying it because I think it's actually a thing. I do believe you have to use our actual Patreon link, patreon.com/GITN podcast in order to subscribe to the Patreon account if you would like to.
If you want to get bonus materials.
Yeah, you get your shout out. I seriously am considering doing the Zoom thing like once every once in a while.
Well, we're going to work on there's 2 tiers. We're going to work on a 3rd tier, which might be the Zoom thing. But don't forget, I think Wednesdays for the What the Fuck Wednesday.
3rd tier is $50 and you get exclusive access to the feet cam.
Yes, maybe. But Wednesday we're going to do after show, I think. Okay. What the Fuck Wednesday?
You want to do start early then?
Maybe 7. Well, like I said,
so we're not pushing like super late.
Well, we're going to try when we do after shows. We're going to keep it at fucking an hour,
and
then go to the after show. And if you're a Patreon member, I will send out the link because you can get links. You can get the link to the live stream, can't you? I thought you did and sent it out one time.
I don't know. You're the fucking tech guy. We tried it one time and we fucked it up.
Oh, well, I think there's a way to do it. I just have to go and do this the old way.
We fucked up the Patreon live stream. Like we could watch it, but there was no couldn't get access to it.
We're going to try to do we're going to do experiment next Wednesday with the after show. If worst case scenario, we're going to do it record it after show and then we'll post it up later. Hopefully you'll be able to I'll be able to send you out a link and we will get you guys in for that. We're going to try. I make no guarantees. But that's what we got going on. But like I said, if you want to subscribe, or like Travis said, you want to get bonus material, we do have a bunch of bonus episodes that aren't available anywhere else except for Patreon at patreon.com/GITN podcast. I think that's going to wrap it up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, rate and review on whichever
podcast, Spotify.
Right.
Very important things.
Yes.
They help us grow.
Leave us a good review. We've gotten a few negatory ones.
Have we? Recently?
Not recently, but our rating has dropped.
Has it?
Yeah. People, it's kind of hurt my feelings. I don't give a fuck, really. Fuck you guys.
So basically, we're getting ratings without reviews.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes. So,
interesting.
If you like us, be sure to head on over to your favorite podcast app and rate, review, and make them all 5 stars and say how awesome Travis is. And how I fuck up the audio. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care. Fuck it. It's Sunday. And I got to work tomorrow, so fuck it. So we will see you Wednesday, possibly an hour earlier, maybe at 7 rather than 8.
We'll see how everything
goes. See how it goes. For What the Fuck Wednesday, we don't know what we're going to talk about.
We'll find something, I'm sure.
It could be a lot of bullshit. We could just be bitching about something.
That's the point.
But that will be 7, 8 o'clock, somewhere in that range on Wednesday at our YouTube channel, and then it will be up by Friday on the podcast feed on our RSS feed.
On the Podbean. We are on Podbean.
That is what we got coming up, and we will see you